Hello listeners, welcome to our English program podcast Kaleidoscope. Listeners, our today's program is a year-end special, or should I say a New Year special, because we are going to discuss about the self-care ideas to get ready for the new year. And to discuss this topic with us, we have in our studio Prayank Pachauri. Prayank is an IT professional. Also, he is an ancient Indian spiritual Shastras enthusiast. He has done a certification course in study of Upanishads and he has been practicing heartfulness meditation since 2002. Also, he is a certified heartfulness meditation trainer and certified heartfulness yoga trainer as well. He has been conducting heartfulness activities, sessions in different corporates, colleges and schools. So Prayank, first of all, welcome to our English program podcast Kaleidoscope.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for calling me again here.
So our today's topic is the self-care ideas to get ready for the new year. So Prayank, we are approaching new year. Like, how do you see this time of the year as? What memories does this time of the year bring to you? What is your perspective on it? What is your take on it?
Okay, New Year, actually, personally for me, it's nothing but another day. But yes, we can take it as a logical break where we are, passing from one year to another year.
Right.
And, probably this is a time for certain set of people, a point for beginning something.
Right.
Or to end something with the current year. It's a powerful moment, time to let go of the past,
Right.
reflect on lessons learned, inculcate new habits.
Yes, it's an interesting take on the new year. So you don't have to wait for an entire new year to start good things.
No, I don't think so.
That is an important takeaway from your answer actually. Prayank, when we say about starting new habits or starting new things, how do you keep yourself motivated for this new habits?
Honestly, if you really keep yourself motivated, you want to get yourself motivated, then I think you should have a goal.
Mm-hmm.
You should have a goal, clarity of the goal, what exactly are you looking for?
Right.
If you have a goal, then probably that goal will push you towards it. And that goal could be anything, like it could be a materialistic goal or it could be a spiritualistic goal.
Right.
If I take my example, I've been doing yoga for almost like 20 years, meditation regularly, almost like, again, 20 years, more than 20 years. I started doing gymming or later on shifting to some other methods of exercising, but I have not left it. It happens sometimes, you feel depressed, you feel, no, it's not happening. If you get sick,
Right.
and then it really takes its own course to come back to the same routine.
Yes.
But the changes I remember I had seen in my life
Yes.
because of doing certain habits like meditation, yoga or exercising, that changes, that pushes me
Right.
towards it again. In your
Yes.
body, in your mood, in your mind,
Right.
then those changes push you.
Right. So the results motivate us to
Exactly.
go the
The
long way.
results you always push you to do it more.
Right. Yes.
So I think that is very, very important.
Great. And the small nuances about your own journey that you talked about, it's very motivating. Like the way you have been at it for the last 20 years, be it meditation, be it yoga, be it your own spiritual journey. That is very inspiring to know, Prayank. So here I want to ask you, what are the major contributors to keep us motivated or to keep our motivation high?
So I think we have the whole package. If I call it this way, we have soul, we have mind, we have body.
Yes.
Okay. Trying not to go into too much into the spiritual side of it. A major role is played by the body.
Okay.
Why? Because I remember one very important statement for me, which I have really kept from Mahakavi Kalidas, Mahavakya, Kumar Sambhav. There is a statement he has given that, Sharir Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. The body is the carrier, right? Body is the carrier for, understanding yourself. Body is the way you can understand yourself more. So suppose your car is not fit to run 1,000 kilometers, can you plan a trip? You can't.
Right.
No.
Yes.
Why? Because the car is not fit.
Right.
So to whatever goal you have set in your life, this body is your car.
Absolutely.
So it has to be fit.
Right.
Sharir Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam means whatever you want to become. If you want to become a CEO of an organization or if you want to become a saint of high caliber, if your body is not supporting, then you can't achieve. I mean, even if you achieve, you will not be able to enjoy the thing which you have tried to achieve. Similarly, I think mind plays a major role. Meditation helps a lot there. There is again one saying in Gita also, and in I think it is from Amrit Bindu Upanishad or Brahma Bindu Upanishad. It says that man evam manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. That means the mind alone is the cause of both the bondage and the liberation for human beings. In simple terms, if you understand it this way, that mind can be your friend or mind can be your foe,
Right.
or enemy. So mind plays again a major role. One more thing I want to highlight here is these days people are doing a lot for their, let's say, they're trying to do a lot for their physical fitness. They eat good.
Right.
They are shifting towards millets, becoming vegan. A lot of stuff is happening around that area. When you're trying to do all this, but at the same time you're watching murder mysteries. All the time you're on binge watching.
So we need to be conscious of the content that we receive.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is also intake to your body, right?
Right.
That is your intake to your mind, your soul. So whatever you eat, good. But if you are not feeding yourself through your eyes also, through your ears also, if you're not feeding right, then I think you are not doing justice. Be careful what you're watching. We covered about body, mind, soul. Of course, I mean, if I'm talking about the soul, I think one important thing I want to talk about here is generally these days, what is the mindset of people? The mindset of people is like, people are actually living for the society. This is my understanding. I may be wrong, but I have seen generally people are living disregarding everything else. They're living for society. If they are celebrating birthdays, they have to show it on the social media, how extravagantly they have spent money there. In that process, we are actually missing to live for ourselves. People are living for the society. Then if they find time from there, then they live for the job. And if they find time from the job, then they try to live for the family. And if they find time from the family, then they try to take care of the body. And if they find time from the body, then they try to go towards soul. Most ignored thing. Ideally, what should happen? It should be like absolute in the opposite direction. First, you should take care of the soul. Right? You should spend some time with your soul.
Right.
Why? Because every day if you meditate for 20 minutes, so that way you spend time with yourself. The 20 minutes you're spending time with your beautiful self which is within you, and that is always peaceful, always very calm. When you come out of that, then you try to spend time with your body. Give time to your body, because if, again, remember the sharir madhyam khalu dharm sadhanam. So sharir is the madhyam. Start spending time with your body, make yourself fit, then you're ready to face anything in the world.
Okay.
Let's say if body, then I think your family should be the next thing which you should take care of. Very, very important. Spend time with your family members. And then, of course, job. And then if you find time and if you actually get time, go and show it off to the society. Why not? But you'll be very well balanced. Right. So there are 4 aspects which I really want to touch upon very quickly. Those are spiritual quotient, physical quotient, emotional quotient, and mental quotient.
Okay.
So out of all these, spiritual quotient is what? Like sense of purpose you get through spiritual quotients. What is the sense of purpose in life? What are you actually living for? What are your values? Right.
So that is for the soul.
That is for the soul, spiritual.
Right.
Spirit.
Yes.
And finally, you should be grateful whatever you have got in life.
Yes.
So that is gratitude.
Right.
That also comes from the spiritual quotient. Next, if I take about the physical quotient, it's all about body health and energy to do anything in the world. Any goal you set, any new habit you try to set, probably you'll try to sort it with the physical quotient. Emotional quotient, like it's about your emotional intelligence, understanding and managing emotions. Because in today's world, you undergo a lot of emotional stress or emotional traumas given by the near dear ones or in office. You undergo, it's very natural. Okay. And then last is mental, intellectual abilities, which you can talk about, thinking process and problem solving. This comes from your mental quotient. So I think very important is spiritual quotient. And if your spiritual quotient is in balanced state, if right state, then all 3 quotients, emotional, mental or physical, will automatically taken care, because you are in your right senses all the time.
So that's a very interesting take on mind, body and soul, Prayank. So the soul comes first, as you said, and then the body.
Yes.
And then the mind is already taken care of by the body. And then we can move to family and then the society at large. So that's a very interesting takeaway from this discussion. So what should be the approach to keep our motivation high? As you said, proper routine is also necessary. When you practice meditation, when you are doing your exercise, that proper routine is also very, very important in our day-to-day life. So once the routine is sorted, then we are free to do whatever the day demands from us. So like how do we approach this set of things of the mind, body and soul? What is your take on it?
In that case, you can't make yearly plans for yourself. I think plan should be for life, for the whole life.
Right.
It cannot be just a monthly plan, or it's not like some government planning, 5-year planning. No, it's planning for your whole life. So anything which you are inculcating new, if you are planning it for the whole life, then that will sustain.
So
And
that is how we should approach it. Like we should approach it in a like long-term
perspective, lifelong perspective. I mean, if suppose 25 years before, if I started exercising or if I started doing meditation, then do you think it's time now for me to stop it? No, I still see 25 more years to
going.
I'll be meditating probably.
Right.
Or I'll be doing exercise. So it is planned for each day without fail.
Yes.
It's not like something you do start and do. I mean, that way you will not get the result which you are looking for.
Right.
For this, as I mentioned before also, that initial push is required.
Yes.
Okay. But once your initial push is, you have crossed the threshold, then probably you will be seeing that changes which you see, those changes will be pushing you towards the goal itself. Because if you started gymming after 2 weeks, if you see the changes in the body, then those changes in the body will push you towards getting more of it. Right. So this is, I think, my approach towards it.
Great. So Prayank, I need to ask you this. So what is your routine like? What does your day look like? Or how does your morning look like?
Generally, I get up around 5:15 in the morning and initial freshen up, routine chore. Then after that, I sit for meditation. Before meditation, I do 3 or 4 times Om chanting. And after that, I do 10 minutes of my pranayam, Anulom Vilom.
Before meditation.
Before meditation.
Okay.
And it has very good impact on the meditation. Why? Because you balance your energies in the body by doing, in Hindi it is called Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. It balances your both sides of energy.
Right.
And when your both the sides energies are balanced, then it really helps you to meditate better.
Yes.
And then after that, I meditate around 45 minutes or 50 minutes. And after that, I go for a walk, half an hour walk.
Okay.
Half an hour walk, and after coming from the walk, I do 15 minutes yoga, some Surya Namaskar, 4 or 5, 6 rounds of Surya Namaskar. And then I do some weight training.
Okay.
So the whole exercise routine, by and large, it is around 1 hour 30 minutes. And after that, prepare for myself for the day. And of course, before going to the office, have breakfast, lot of fruits. ऐसा बोला जाता है कि जितना आपका weight है, उतने same numbers of grams. Suppose if my weight is 72, then 720 grams fruits I should eat every day. So I try to have that. And after that, I have some carbs like poha or जो भी घर में नाश्ता बनता है. And after that, I leave for the office. So this is the initial like morning routine I have. And it is there for years, not like today or tomorrow. It's like 4 years. And after finishing my office day work, I come back and then first thing I do, heartfulness cleaning. There is another way of, spiritual practice, you can say. I do that. And then before bedtime, I again meditate for 10 minutes. Very important thing to mention is 9 o'clock every day. Whosoever is following heartfulness, they all sit down 9 p.m. Pray for the world.
Wow.
We all pray for the world.
Great.
For the society where we are living in, for the friends, for family,
yes.
even for the foes. We pray for all.
Yes.
At 9 o'clock, we all sit down and pray for the whole world.
So good to know your self-care routine. Like it's very good, and you have it in place for years now. And that is what keeps you going. Like
right from when I was in 10th class.
Absolutely great to know that. So we have talked about the motivations of our new habits for the new year. We have talked about what keeps you going, what are the major contributors that keep us motivated to keep our motivation high. You talked about the mind, body and soul, the relation between that, and how should we prioritize that. We have talked about your own self-care routine, so which was very important. So we are coming towards the end of our interview. So just the last pointers that listeners can ponder on to have a fruitful, peaceful and a fulfilling new year.
Okay, Gaurav, I think I have few suggestions. Whatever you are starting, have a goal. Have a goal in life. Then every day motivates you, inspires you, pushes you towards that goal. Then you don't wait for the logical periodical, time frames like New Year or new month or no. Every day is in your routine then.
Right.
You don't wait for anything like that. Probably second is achieve any goal in life. Before that, you should have a perfectly healthy body, because healthy body is a must. Remember, I talked about Sharir Madhyam Khalu Dharm Sadhanam.
Yes.
It is only possible if you start from within, start from your soul, not from the society.
So go from within.
Yeah, start anything from within.
Yes.
Start your day from within, start going within yourself and then go towards the society, as which we talked about, which also takes care of your maneva manushyanam karanam bandhu mokshayo. Mind.
Yes.
Try to create your mind as, your friend, not your foe. Make it your friend, and that can only happen if your spiritual quotient is high. So you have to put really lot of efforts towards some efforts towards your spiritual quotient. Then I think all things will fall in place. Another thing, I want to quote the book, Atomic Habits, where very importantly James Clear is talking about, don't start anything with a bang. Suppose if you want to start gymming, then just don't do the gymming for 2 hours first day.
So start gradually.
Start small. So Atomic Habits talks about, atomic means smallest unit in the world. Start small. Start with probably 10 minutes, 5 minutes, that too under the supervision of somebody. Otherwise you might break some muscles or ligament tear. Very importantly, it is suggested that 1% improvement, any habit you want to create, 1% improvement 365 days, that is your 1 year, can make you 37.78 times better. Right? So start small, increase gradually.
Right.
1% everyday improvement will really take you places. Another thing, make 5 minutes rule for yourself. Why 5 minutes rule? Because as I mentioned before, you might have some tiff in your office. Sometimes it naturally happens with your spouse or your family members. Some tiff, or on the road, your mood is not good. That should not stop me doing my routine. If I have been doing something for 1 hour, at least I will do that thing for 5 minutes that day. I will not break the chain.
Right.
So don't try to break the chain, because once the chain is broken, it will take its own course to come back.
Right.
So make a rule that you will do the thing, whatever you will be doing, at least for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yes.
And very last, pray for yourself with lot of affirmations before bedtime. Sit for yourself, pray for yourself, and whatever you want to see as, whatever you want to inculcate, some habits you want to inculcate, say those all good words about yourself before sleeping within yourself.
Right.
Why? Because your subconscious opens up to get command from you before sleeping. And then subconscious, if that something is going every day, if you're putting into your subconscious, then your subconscious will definitely has power to manifest the thing happening in your life. So I think these are some takeaways which I have applied in my life. If somebody can really be helped by these, I'll be really grateful.
Yes. Absolutely. There are so many good things that you talked about in this program. So thank you so much, Prayank, for sharing with us important, valuable self-care ideas to get ready for the new year. And as you said, don't wait for the new year.
Yeah.
Just start every day as it's new. Thank you so much for it.
And
I really enjoyed it. And I hope our listeners will enjoy this particular episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gaurav.